Rakshanda Habib, Leadership Ali. Welcome to Unlock Your Leadership. Today we are talking about a very powerful idea, lifelong learning. In a world that is changing very fast, learning should not stop. Let's explore how continuous learning can help us grow, succeed, and lead better in life. So, without wasting of time, we have ChatGPT. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. It's great to have you here. How can I help you today?
What is lifelong learning in simple words?
Sure, lifelong learning just means that you keep learning new things throughout your whole life. Instead of stopping when you finish school or university, you stay curious, pick up new skills, and adapt as the world changes.
Why is long life learning important today?
It's really important today because things are changing so fast. New technologies, new careers, and new information. Lifelong learning helps you stay adaptable, keep up with changes, and stay relevant in both your personal and professional life.
How is the world changing so fast?
Well, it's driven by a few big factors like rapid advances in technology, globalization that connects markets and ideas instantly, and the sheer pace of innovation in science and business. So, things that used to take years now happen in months or even weeks.
What happens if we stop learning?
If we stop learning, we risk falling behind. Our skills can become outdated and we might struggle to adapt to new jobs or technologies. In short, without continuous learning, it becomes harder to grow and seize new opportunities.
How does learning help in a personal growth?
Learning broadens your perspective, builds confidence, and helps you understand yourself better. As you gain new knowledge or skills, you become more capable of making decisions, solving problems, and pursuing your goals with purpose.
How can lifelong learning improve our career?
Lifelong learning keeps your skills sharp and relevant, so you can adapt to changes in your. It opens up new opportunities, helping you take on advanced roles, switch careers, or stay competitive in a fast-changing job market.
What are some easy way to start learning daily?
A few simple ways are things like reading a short article every day, taking an online course, listening to educational podcasts, or even setting aside time to practice a new skill like coding or a new language, even just 15 minutes a day.
How can teachers encourage lifelong learning in students?
Teachers can encourage lifelong learning by fostering curiosity, offering diverse resources, and showing how learning connects to real life. They can also model their own learning journey, the growth mindset in class, and help students set personal learning goals.
What skills are important to learn in today's world?
In today's world, critical skills include digital literacy, problem solving, communication, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. Skills like data analysis, creativity, and cross cultural understanding are also becoming really vital.
What challenges do people face when trying to learn continuously?
People often face time constraints, balancing learning with work or family. There's also information overload, figuring out what's reliable, sometimes a lack of motivation and confidence to keep going.
How can we manage time for learning in a busy life?
One approach is to schedule short, consistent learning sessions, like 20 to 30 minutes a day. You can integrate learning into breaks, use commute time with audio books or podcasts, and set clear, achievable goals so it feels manageable in your routine.
What role does curiosity play in learning?
Curiosity is really the spark that drives learning. It pushes you to ask questions, explore beyond what's familiar, and motivates you to keep discovering new ideas, which is essential for lifelong growth.
How can reading help in lifelong learning?
Reading is a powerful tool because it exposes you to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge. Whether it's books, articles, or research, it helps you deepen your understanding, stay informed, and spot new, fueling that lifelong learning process.
Is online learning effective? Why and why not?
Online learning can be very effective because it offers flexibility, a wide range of resources, and the ability to learn at your own pace. However, it can be less effective if you lack self discipline, if the courses aren't structured well, or if you miss out on the social interaction that in person learning provides.
How can we stay motivated to keep learning?
Staying motivated often comes from setting clear goals, celebrating small wins, and choosing topics you're genuinely curious about. Connecting with a learning community, mixing up formats, and reminding yourself of the bigger purpose behind your learning also helps a lot.
What is the role of failure in learning?
Failure is actually a crucial part of learning because it gives you feedback. When something doesn't work, you identify what went wrong, adjust your approach, and build resilience. So each failure is really just a step closer to success.
How can learning improve confidence?
Learning improves confidence because as you master new skills or gain knowledge, you feel more capable and empowered. You trust yourself to handle new challenges, speak up, or take risks, which in turn fuels even more growth.
What habits support continuous learning?
Habits like setting aside dedicated learning time each day, staying curious by asking questions, reflecting on what you learn, and practicing regularly all support continuous growth. Also, staying organized and setting specific learning goals keeps you on track.
How can parents develop a learning mindset in children?
Parents can develop a learning mindset by modeling curiosity themselves, praising effort over just results, and creating a safe space where mistakes are okay. They can also encourage exploration, like reading together, visiting museums, or trying new activities, so kids see learning as a lifelong adventure.
What is the difference between formal and informal learning?
Formal learning happens in structured settings like schools, universities, or training programs with set curricula and certifications. Informal learning, on the other hand, is more spontaneous, like picking up skills from a blog, a conversation, or through personal experiences without formal recognition.
How can we measure our learning progress?
You can measure learning progress by setting specific goals and tracking milestones like mastering a skill, completing courses, or applying what you've learned in real life. Self assessments, quizzes, feedback from mentors, or even keeping a learning journal can all give you concrete measures.
Why is adaptability important in a fast changing world?
Adaptability is crucial because the world is evolving rapidly. New technologies, job markets, and challenges emerge all the time. Being adaptable allows you to pivot, learn new skills, and stay relevant even when things are uncertain or unfamiliar.
What are some free resources for learning today?
There are a lot of great free learning resources today. For academic skills, you can use Khan Academy or Harvard's free courses. For professional development, platforms like Coursera and edX offer free audits of courses. And for personal enrichment, TED and Duolingo are great options. Setting aside just 20 to 30 minutes a day can really help you build momentum.
Can learning new skills reduce stress and how?
Yes, it can. When you learn something new, you build a sense of control and competence, which can reduce anxiety. Plus, focusing on a skill or a challenge can shift your attention away from stressors, creating a sense of flow and calm.
How can learning help in solving real life problems?
Learning gives you new tools and perspectives, so you can approach real life problems with fresh strategies. Whether it's practical skills, critical thinking, or just a broader knowledge base, learning helps you see more options, make informed decisions, and adapt solutions to fit your situation.
How does lifelong learning help in leadership?
Lifelong learning strengthens leadership by keeping leaders adaptable, informed, and innovative. As they learn new trends, strategies, and perspectives, they can make better decisions, inspire their teams, and guide change in a fast evolving world.
Thank you, ChatGPT, to share the outstanding thought with us. Thank you for joining us on Unlock Your Leadership. Remember, learning is a journey that never ends. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the stronger you lead. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep unlock your true potential. See in your see you in next episode. Allah Hafiz. Take care. This is me, Rakshinda Habib, leadership wali.
That was a really nice wrap up. I'm glad I could be part of the conversation. Thanks so much for having me, and I'll be excited to hear your next episode. Take care, and Allah Hafiz.